In lieu of an ordinary Marcus Ponders, I'm going to discuss the crisis in Los Angeles and provide my thoughts on the issue. So, for those of you who are not caught up, over the last few days we've seen protests in Los Angeles erupt over ICE's unlawful detainment of individuals, being accused of being in this country illegally, which in many cases is not true, as the people being targeted are migrants who came to this country legally, had valid pathways to citizenship, and were given permission to bring their children. The protests started off peacefully, but like most movements, fell victim to saboteurs looking to incite violence. Donald Trump, being the fascist that he is, decided to use this opportunity to flex his muscles by deploying the National Guard, without the consent of Governor Gavin Newsom, which he claims is legal in accordance with U.S. Code 12406. But the enactment of that provision requires the presence of a rebellion, or danger of a rebellion against the authority of the government of the United States, of which there is no such activity whatsoever. And there is also talk of deploying up to 500 Marines, which is a violation of the Posse Comitatus Act of 1878. These actions have led to a standoff between protesters and law enforcement, and with the Marines joining, it is now becoming more and more likely that this country is headed for civil war. I don't think in my 30 years of life I have ever felt as concerned for the future of our country as I have over these last few days. What Donald Trump is doing is not something that is unexpected, but rather a continuation of the warnings and predictions that all of us made in regards to what he set out to do if he won the election, as well as all the things that he had promised to do if he had won the election. And thanks to Elon Musk and what he said on Thursday night, that victory is now in question. It is worth mentioning that no president has ever won all 7 swing states, let alone won them in a single night. This is the first time that's happened. I don't know what the future of America is going to look like, and I don't know what's going to happen over these next few days, weeks, and even months. But I do know that we have crossed the Rubicon, and we have reached a point in time where people need to stand up and demand an end to these dictator-like tactics, to the trampling of our civil liberties, to these deportations that are unlawful, and to everything that is trying to destroy this country. Because if we don't stand up now, we will never have an opportunity to do so again. The actions of ICE harken back to another time when people were rounded up and deported and killed because of their racial and ethnic identities. The question I ask here, is history repeating itself? What are your thoughts on Donald Trump's decision to send in the National Guard and the Marines? Let me know in the comments, or shoot me an email at the address in the description.